to Fearless Friday, your day to reclaim your weekend and your life. I'm Flora with the FloraSageTherapiesinstitute.com. I have a question for you today. Do you find yourself in a repeat pattern in your life? Now, a repeat pattern is something that you've gone through before, but now you're just going through it again with someone else or in a different time in your life. Now, many times our relationships are very indicative of this. So let's just say your first romantic relationship ended up as you and that partner of yours fighting frequently, and then after X number of years you just break up and oh, I just can't stand this person, yada yada. And so, you know, some time goes by and then you meet someone else and then you fall in love and then maybe you move in together or get married and you find yourself repeating the same pattern. All of a sudden all these fights happen, all these insecurities start to come up, then you break up or get a divorce. Some time goes by and then it repeats again. Now think about your finances. Think about the repeat patterns that some people have with their finances, where you get in debt, you work your way out of debt, and then you're like, that's never going to happen again. And then you find yourself in debt again. Then you work your way out of debt, and then you're like, oh, it's never going to happen again. And then it happens again, and it happens again. Same with careers. You get a job, you love it at first, and then things happen, and then you manifest either you getting fired or you quitting, and then you get another job, and the same repeat pattern happens over and over again. Many times what is happening is we are so focused on that prize or that destination. For a couple, it's marriage or moving in together. For finances, it's having X number of dollars in the bank or saving up this much money or having this car or this house or this piece of jewelry. For careers, it might be I want to be the CEO or I want to be the manager or I just want to pay my bills and I just want to get that paycheck at the end of the week. And we're so focused on that final destination that we totally miss the journey. And this is something that I've been speaking about over the last several weeks. But what happens is because we're so hyper-focused on that destination, that final piece of that thing that we think is a success. Well, if I get married, that makes my relationship a success. If I get promoted, that makes my career a success. If I have X number of dollars in the bank, that makes me a success. If I have this kind of car, that makes me a success. And if you think about how in some aspects of your relationships or your finances or your career or any other facet of your life that you may find yourself in a repeat pattern, if you find yourself being almost forced to take it slowly, how does that make you feel? Really think about it. And because most of the time we think we know what we're doing because we've had this experience before. Well, I've gotten a new job before, I've trained before, so this is what I need to do, and you just kind of barrel through it. Same thing with our finances. Oh yeah, this is old hat, I've done this before, you barrel through it. Same with relationships. Oh yeah, I've done this before, you barrel through it. You try to rush through things. And think about how when we take things slowly, just as I shared the story of the monk and how as he walked slowly, he didn't spill the water, and it only took him one time instead of 3 to go to the kitchen and have enough water. This was in just a previous video that I did 2 weeks ago. And think about it when you allow yourself and give yourself permission to go very slowly with things, whether it's slowly with your finances or slowly in learning your job and learning all the corporate culture that comes with a new company, learning every facet about your partner, and looking for that perfection in imperfection, looking for all the little nuances that you can really grow from and gain wisdom from as you're taking it very slowly. Sometimes it might feel so painful for some people to go slowly, but think about what you're doing when you're choosing to go slowly. When you deliberately go slowly, that allows you to really experience and notice the journey, not just barrel through to get to the destination. And many times people will say, well, yeah, I'm going slow, I'm enjoying the journey, you know, but if it's a journey you've been on 20 times, if you continuously drive the same road every day, do you really pay attention to what's around you? Do you really pay attention to, oh, there's a new house over there that was just built? Do you pay attention to, oh, they just tore that tree down? So allow yourself this week, so this week's challenge is to notice any repeat patterns that you have in your life and ask yourself, give yourself permission, say, can I choose to deliberately go slowly in this facet of my life? And if yes, how does that make me feel? Some people feel very fearful. Some people, it will bring up their insecurities. Some people will say, okay, we'll give it a shot and we'll try it out. But allow yourself to, one, notice any repeat patterns that you have in your life. And ask yourself, do I barrel through these things and try to repeat them, or try to just get to that final destination and really not enjoy the journey? And once you notice any repeat patterns, ask yourself or give yourself permission to say, can I choose to deliberately go slowly? Go slower than I'm comfortable with, so that I can deliberately feel and experience and notice the journey. Notice absolutely everything about it. I have several videos about just being present in the moment, about just being here now, just noticing what's going on. And that's what this is all about, because when you climb to the top of that hill, yeah, you can see the beautiful view, but then now you have to either go down the same hill this way, the same way that you came back, or go in any of the other different facets. But again, once you go downhill, there's always another hill to climb. So this week, I really encourage you, I challenge you to notice any patterns you have in your life, and then choose to deliberately go slowly so that you can notice and experience and hopefully enjoy the journey that you're on. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media platform, and an email. If you've really loved it, please subscribe so you won't miss one single episode of Fearless Friday. If you haven't already received your free Fearlessly Inspired e-kit, I encourage you to go to florapeterson.com and download your free e-kit with no strings attached. I hope you have a fabulous and fearless week. Bye-bye.